All right. Hello, friendly crafters. We're coming to you from Marcellus again. We're going to give you one more take at the pocket mask and show you how I'm putting my elastic on for those of you that are emailing me and texting me with questions about it. So hopefully this helps. I'm going to start again with my 6" by 9" piece. I'm going to take my two 8 by 9" pieces and fold them in half. Just going to finger press them and set them right over on my sides. So my edges line up. I'm not going to clip them because it's going to take longer. And then I'm going to fold over. I'm going to hold this bad boy and head to my serger. Sorry, that should have been ready. All right, we got to go to the other machine now. Let me come over so we can show this. Sorry, we're taking you on a little roundabout way. I thought we were ready. Okay, so now I have my two sides that are going to make my pocket. I have my 3 panels now, and I have an extra little piece that I'm going to use for binding. So I'm going to flip my first one over, and I'm just going to go along. Make sure that you're getting what I'm doing, okay? Try to stand it perfectly still as you can, baby girl.
Showing them your toes.
That's okay. That's not the job right now. All right. Oops. Maybe if I push the right button on my machine. Honestly, I don't always top stitch. I don't always back stitch when I'm top stitching. My machine is a little bit off and sounding a little rough because I jammed it on something earlier. So I might have to make a trip to my mechanic and find out if he's an essential, considered essential, because as you can hear my machine, when I jammed it, I knocked it off just a little bit.
Are you sure it doesn't just need oil?
No, I did oil it.
Oh, okay.
That is a good tip. Make sure you guys are oiling your machines. Sounds like a beast right now. Oiling machines and keeping fresh needles. Okay.
What if fresh needles matter?
Don't get burst. So I have my pocket mask top stitched. I'm going to go ahead
And do
and
your
just
tucks?
and do my tucks. And I like to make sure that I know that they're going down, especially if I have a print that has a top. I would not want my tucks going the opposite way. So I have my deer head. I'm going to print my tucks like this. It's not about slowing down. I jammed it this morning.
Well, you said go slow when your machine was running rough.
Well, that is slow for me, I feel like. Shh. Let me do this. Okay, other side. Make sure your tucks are going the same way so that everything's pointing in the same direction, just like we showed before. Excuse me. And then we're going to take our little binding piece that we dropped. All right, this is the hard part. And I tried to do something that was a little bit thicker than what I'm doing now, and that's what jammed my machine. And I was going a little bit too fast when I did it, so. Okay, I'm gonna finger press my binding. Some of you, I know that are new to this binding, go ahead and iron whatever you're comfortable with. This is what I'm comfortable with. Okay, so I make that, put it right over. I've made my binding and I've tucked it under. So I have my binding, I have it folded down, and I'm going to take my mask and set it right in the top of that. Then I'm going to take my piece of 8" elastic. I like 8" elastic because it gives a little bit more stretch. It's not pulling as hard as the ears. And the nurses that want these need to not be getting headaches because they have elastic pulling on their ears. So I'm going to tuck my elastic in, fold my binding over. Whoops. Maybe not lose it. Drop my stitch down just a little bit because I want to make sure that I catch all of this. Yeah, I think I may have actually like knocked my bar off a little bit this morning. That's what I get for treating my beautiful machine like it's an industrial. All right, so I get to the end, I clipped it right off, and I left, this is what I'm comfortable with, and you might need longer, but I wouldn't go any shorter than a 1/2 inch. I'm going to open it back up. I want to make sure that my elastic is secure, so I backstitched, got my elastic secure. That's the first thing I want to do, is get that elastic secure. So then I can open back up. I'm going to hold this open, and I just bring my elastic right around. Well, wait, first, sorry. First I got to tuck this under, my bad. I'm going to fold her under. She all lines up nice. Bring my elastic around. Tuck it in. I have a couple immunocompromised girlfriends that have to go out for doctor's appointments. And both for different medical issues. But now, same thing on the other side. So, fold my binding down, and then come over. I'm going to fold, and I just kind of finger press it out. This is cotton. It finger presses pretty well. I mean, we're using 100% cotton. And then I'm going to fold that bad boy in half. Keep my fingers on it. I don't want to let go of it. Again, I'm going to open it up. Try to stand really still, okay? Well, you're going to get people seasick if we don't stand still. And I don't have like a GoPro thing to put on.
Seasick?
Yeah, because when they watch your video, if you're not standing perfectly still, they're like bouncing all over. Okay, so I've got my elastic held down and secure. I'm going to fold over again. I'm going to line it up all the way down so I don't have any surprises. I don't want to... It's real easy to start it up here and have your fabric all out, and then you get up to your machine and you're trying to fix it all, which is what I did when I pulled on the bar of my machine, and that's not a good idea, as you can hear from my machine. So, get it ready ahead of time. Get it tucked in. I have everything held. The most tricky part for me is right here when I'm just kind of switching fingers and putting it up in here. Sometimes because of the height, she doesn't want to run over it right away. And I like to turn. It's a lot easier on my machine, I've noticed, to go this way. Back and forth first. And I get a good back stitch. And when I do this part, I drop my stitch length down to make sure that I'm catching that elastic. Because I don't want someone to be in the middle of wearing one of these and all of a sudden their elastic goes flying off. That would not be good for them. So then I get back. Can you see this, Montana? I've held it all the way down. I'm going to tuck my ends in again. And then make sure that you take this corner, and I like to tuck it right up in out of the way. And then just hold it down, press over, and then come around. Once you have everything situated, it's a lot easier to get everything situated and then put your elastic in. And you open back up, and you can slide that elastic in. Another thing that you could do if you weren't back stitching is this is a binding that could be made. This is a binding that could be made for elastic cording. There we go. And there we go. There's the front. You have your two elastics. And on the back, oh, look, you can see that now. Even I missed it. I got to go back and catch that. Doesn't happen very much, but You want to make sure when you do make this little boo-boo, you just go back.
Boo-boo.
Yeah, it's an accident. Boo-boo. Yeah, this boo-boo. I had one that was really bad. I messed up on another one, and I came off of it, and I just went and took another piece. I can probably get it and show you. And I kind of gave it a Band-Aid. Montana, keep the camera right there and stand really still for a minute. Let's see if I can find it. Darn it, I don't see it. I must have already packaged it up. There it is. There's the elastic one, elastic here. And then you have your big pocket that opens up. And I was gifted a bunch of surgical sheets, disposable surgical sheets. I tucked those in there and used those for my filter. And then I know people are using lots of other do-it-yourself things. I'm very thankful for the big donation of surgical sheets that we had given to us. So there you be. I hope this helps somebody. Have a great day from Marcellus, Michigan.